a conversation started, and the conversation was about. So we are trying to have as much English in this segment as possible.
Yeah, so that they can
So
understand,
that
because we
they
want
can-
to address these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so that they can understand what you're talking about. So one of the things that they talked about was moving back to Africa. And this is where it gets funny and ignorant. Because one of the things that Smoke Dza says is there's a guy called Kevin Townsend who's in Africa for 10 years and has not seen a lawyer,
Judge, yeah.
a lawyer or a judge for 10 years. So the ignorance comes from the fact that Africa is not a country. So there's no way you can say that someone is in jail in Africa and has not seen a judge. You have to talk about the specific country.
Yeah.
That's like someone being in jail in where? Mexico. And you
So
complaining that someone is in America in jail. Yes, Mexico is part of North America.
Yes.
But Mexico is a country.
Yeah.
Different rules, different everything.
Yeah.
So there's that factor. And then these guys are in jail for what? Attempt a murder or something. And you don't want to be in Africa, any country in Africa, and be arrested for murder. Does not matter which country you're from.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
Yeah.
So there's that factor where Africa is a continent with 54 countries.
Yeah.
And out of these 54 countries, there's no common food. Like if I cross over to Uganda, which is right next to Kenya, their food is different from Kenyan food.
Yeah.
And even in Kenya, food is different as in...
Yeah, like you just lumping everything under Africa just makes you ignorant as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like African food or an African language.
No.
We have so many, like Kenya alone. The average African speaks 3 languages.
Yeah.
We speak English, we speak Swahili, and we speak our mother tongue.
Yeah.
That's the average African. Mother tongue is like a tribal language.
Yeah.
You know, that Madingo shit. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it.
Yeah.
The average African speaks 3 languages. So with these 3 languages comes, like, there's a culture that comes with that.
Yeah.
So every distinct language has its own sort of culture. Like, for example, let's use Obama.
Yeah.
Obama comes from like his father came from a section of people called Luos. We are trying to educate you. They are known to love fish.
Yeah.
Americans are known to love chicken. In Africa, like in Kenya specifically, the tribe that's known to love chicken is called Luya. You see? But we all love chicken. But still, as in, there's nothing like someone is in jail in Africa. You have to talk about the specific country.
Yeah.
So that was annoying.
Yeah.
But apart from that being annoying, what was even more annoying was Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar, I'm known to be a Brand Nubian fan.
I'm the biggest Brand Nubian.
I've quoted Lord Jamar on this podcast, Return of the Dread.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
When there was all that beef between Lord Jamar and Eminem, who did we side with?
Jamar.
Then he says the most ignorant shit. I don't look like anyone in Africa. Why? Because you're light skinned? Because why else would you say you don't look like anyone in Africa? Because you're light skinned. Or why else? And then are there light skinned Africans?
Yeah. Anyway, that part I can what do they say?
You can excuse him for that.
For that.
We'll come back to that.
We'll come, yeah. Because basically he says he looks more like a Mayan than an African, which is, true. If you look at Lord Jamar, he's
just light skinned. Just looks like any other.
No, but his facial is, if you look at his face, the structure is more like those Indians, the red Indians. The structure of the
the structure of the face, because I can still say like he looks Somalian, Ethiopian.
Yeah, one of those.
You see, so it's still African.
Yeah, but made the one thing that he said that I was like, for someone like you, 5%er, you Nation of Islam, you're supposed to be educated, you're supposed to know all this shit. For him to say that the indigenous people in America were black, so there was no need for Americans to come to Africa
to
take slaves
Yeah.
is the most retarded shit I've ever heard. Like, nigga, there's history books. Some of us, we have grandfathers who talk about how their grandfather escaped being captured.
Yeah.
As in, this story is there. People can see that, slavery, like they came and took people from Africa by force.
Yeah.
So this nigga is like, that story, any conspiracy theory. To him, the indigenous people were black in America, so the whole thing of getting people from Africa is false to him, which is just stupid.
Yeah, but you see, the problem I had with this whole I don't look anything like an African is, first of all, he does a podcast that has Radiga and Godfrey. Godfrey is of Nigerian descent. Yes.
Yes.
So Godfrey is more dark skinned than you. Otherwise, why would you say you don't look? Because if you asked me, like, how do Africans look? I don't know, because
we're just black.
We're just black, and we're different shades of black. They're very light skinned Africans.
Yeah.
And they're super dark skinned Africans.
Yeah.
Like the most dark skinned Africans are from Sudan. South Sudan, to be specific.
South Sudan.
The most light skinned, I don't know.
Like, probably in the northern parts of Africa.
Yeah, but those are Arabs. Let's forget about the Arabs. Let's just talk about like pure.
It will have to be like coastal people.
Yeah, coastal people, and in every country there are a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of light skinned people. So, and this is the other thing that I always find interesting with Americans is the fact that they make jokes about someone being dark skinned. Oh, you're so dark skinned. Oh, you're so. That's white supremacy fucking with your mind.
Exactly.
Africa, we don't mind being dark.
Being dark, like, that's.
Yeah. As in, we take pride in that shit. Like, I'm black and I'm proud, So we had to address that.
And one of the other things.
I say this as a Lil Jamar fan, as in I love Brand Nubian more than I love Eminem. I don't fuck with Eminem's music.
Yeah.
But that Brand Nubian shit, like, I've always fucked with that. But there's this level of ignorance of, like, I've even heard an American say that black people in Africa are not black people. Some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Like, the only black people are Americans. Like, and then the bullshit of, do Africans hate black Americans? I keep hearing this shit.
Yeah. We like,
do Africans
hate anyone? We don't hate anyone.
Yes, that's the funny thing.
We don't hate, and I think that was the thing that made it so easy for our forefathers to be captured, because to them it was all good. About a week ago, until they found themselves on a boat. We don't hate anybody. We don't care.
Yeah, and that's what, because, and I hate when people say this shit, like Africans hate black Americans. The first thing, Africa has 54 countries. These 54 countries have very different cultures.
Yeah.
But the few ones that we know, like the pure black people, don't hate anyone.
It's all love.
The only country where Africans are attacked by other Africans, not black Americans, it's Africans attacked by other Africans, is South Africa.
Yeah.
And South Africa is coming from apartheid, white supremacy.
Yeah.
Where the black man is looked at as less.
Yeah, of a human.
So, of course, if the white man is setting the standards, you're going to hate your fellow black man. So, you have to look at that. So, this is like the ultimate bullshit. Africans don't hate black Americans. You've never been to Africa. Shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
We've been to your country. Africans, and we travel a lot. That's the other difference. Like, we know so much about the world.
Yeah, and then you had the other thing the guy was saying, that there's a level of corruption in Africa. When they were talking about like moving to Africa and the reason they wouldn't come to Africa, like, the level of corruption in that country in Africa is crazy. Basically poverty and all that. So I was like, listen, we have family members in the States who tell us like there are parts of New York they go to that look worse than our ghettos here.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
So it depends on what part of the country you go to. Like, even in Kenya, there are people who don't believe Mathare exists because they've never been there.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, Mathare is a slum, a true slum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the same way we see states and we think like everything is, it's fruity and everything. But there are parts of that, like there are some ghettos there. You go to, the elevators are just full of shit.
Yeah. But even apart from that, I think there's something still Lord Jamal said, like the police there will extort you. Yes, the police will extort you.
The police
they'll take like $50, 50 cents,
50 cents, and
let you go.
Let you go to by your business.
American cops will shoot you.
There's difference.
Yeah, African cops are not afraid for their lives every time. For you to be shot without being armed,
you must have done some shit.
But if you're armed, you're not surrendering. They're dropping your ass. So all that fake gangster shit can't work in Africa.
Yeah.
So there's that. But we had to take, this is a podcast that's normally done in Swahili, Sheng. We had to take like a fucking intermission
and
to just
address these niggas.
Address the bullshit.
Yeah.
So that was that.
Yeah.
So
still all loud.
Wacha turudi kwa story zetu. So tuongejea nini sasa? Kawe ni Mwamerika ishia.
Tapanguze
matako kwa mbele. Si tushatoka kwa hiyo story.